Okay, so by now I'm sure that most of you have heard about this Mr. Osinachi's death and how there are two reports of the death. One is saying that, one alone is saying that it was through the throat cancer, and more than 10 different sources are saying that it is as a result of, you know, abuse from her spouse, and that he physically, you know, assaulted her and hit her on her chest, which somehow put her in a state where she was on life support for like 5 days before she finally gave up yesterday. And now we don't know which one is true, we do not know which one is, you know, fake, but so far just one report that has said cancer, and more than how many have, you know, said it has to do with the beatings. So many, and you know, in the mouth of one or two or three, one, two or three, or even more, the truth is confirmed. I'm not saying which is the truth, so, but just join me, right? Go through. I want to put up some of the pictures of the charts, things that people wrote about, people that knew her wrote about the whole situation and what they have seen her go through. So I'd like you to read these things with me. So just go through them. Let's go through some. Osinachi Nwachukwu's husband has been beating and maltreating this woman, but she's been dying in silence. Now he kicked the woman on her chest and she's been on life support for 5 days and finally died. Now the man has been arrested and I pray he rots in jail. I say this often. Who you marry is more important than marriage itself. Of course, breaking news, popular gospel singer Sister Osinachi. This is a chat, obviously, from someone that knew her, or two people that knew her, one close, one not so close. My dear, I couldn't sleep. Oh, Osinachi is very close to me. She didn't die of any cancer. She had an abusive husband. If I gist you what she suffered under that man, God, I can't hold my tears. The man controls all her phones, social media account number. All bookings must be paid to him. He then gives her little to hold. She confided a lot in me. I know. I encountered him. I pleaded she should tell Pastor Eneche at least to have who would control the man. He was using her, so Pastor Eneche is not aware. She said no, was protecting the man's image. Now she answered to this, so Pastor Eneche is not aware. Say no. Then this other one was like, something the whole Abuja knew. Say no, she hid it from people. Nah, people knew. She even pleaded with me I shouldn't discuss that with people. People started knowing because at times he insults her in the public. She will still cover up. Do you know, for each of her child, once she's pregnant, he will beat her and send her away. When she puts to bed, he would go and bring her back. There are a lot. He only allowed her to stay because he was using her to make money. Now she wants off Asha. He will now sit down and enjoy royalties. I will post this, let people know his cash cow is gone. Now this is someone else. I could remember in 2020 when we wanted to invite the woman for a program in our church. The kind of money the man quoted and other things he listed, and insisted that if those things weren't given, he wouldn't allow her come. This happened because immediately the Ekweme brought the woman to limelight, he took over as her manager. I hosted her in one of my programs, The Invasion, in 2019. It was a terrible experience with the husband on phone. And then when arrived, she shared scary marital issues. She had to sneak out of the house to honor the invitation. The husband threatened on me on phone and assured me that the wife will not return to his house if she attends the event after we had paid and booked her flights to and fro. Another encounter. Her husband, Nobiam. I have encountered him once, a control freak whose only interest is how to maximize profit from her voice. I am not surprised if she lived through abuse and refused to leave. That is really her problem. She's gone now. He's still here. Then someone now replied, Mandy, do you know that man is a manager? if you want Ekweme to minister in a program, you have to go through the man and you pay him. And she told my source that this man wouldn't give her anything from the money. Her own money, oh, in that hotel room, because they invited her for a program, the man kept calling her, asking, haven't you finished singing? Whatever you're singing for them. So to him, she's singing, not ministering. I'm trying so hard to control my anger. Then we have another one here. So that unreasonable human being finally put off a shining light. I won't say much now. I'll let the former NDDC director, Auntie Joy, who did everything possible to stop this from happening, talk first. But it still happened. We tried to stop this. Another encounter. So by this time last year, I was with Mama Osinachi for a program here in Aba with Great Love Glorious Chapel. That Mommy Ngozi Madueke invited us to, and at the hotel she kept saying how mean the husband is and how scared of him she was, how he would lock her up in the house even days when she has important concerts and programs that she have already been paid. And this same man made himself her manager and have made inviting her difficult and unpleasant for many churches and organizations, whereby having negative influence on this woman's ministry. Finally, this is it. I keep teaching and preaching to young female and unmarried female ministers of God through music. Be careful who you marry. In my 20+ years of music and choir directing, I have seen 1,001 female music careers and music ministries die because of a wrong man in their life or wrong marriage. I can share her husband's phone number if that will help fight for justice. Well, don't share. Let justice prevail. Here is she and the man. Here is the man. I have no words. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say. But all I am saying is, please, if it is becoming life-threatening, you are not a baby. You know when your life is now in danger. Please, move to a... Yes, you can still try to make your marriage work. You can do it even from a distance. If you love the man too much, can you just go to a safe space first to ensure your life is intact before you move? Kai, just like that. For those of you that have not yet gone in, learn, use this moment, enjoy it, make the most of it, take your time. Even if that lady now, I'm sure if they gave her a few, if in this her life, if they had given her a time to see how it would have been, she would have preferred her single days. She would say, let me be a single babe at even 50, 60 and be alive, doing my ministry, living my life. You know, she would have choose to be single. Take your time. I don't want to drag it too much. I don't want to belabor the point. You already know why I'm doing this video, because I am so concerned about you people making the right choice, doing it right. Do it right. Do it right. Get the right values in place. Do not overlook red flags. Do not overlook consistent bad manners. Careful. Open your eyes. Don't allow things. Don't anything that will blind you. Avoid. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Okay. Now I've gone.